The biggest play of the game, I think, in the Cal Poly game was that fourth down pass to Madison. And I remember Mike on the postgame was telling Jerry and myself that that was a planned play, that you guys were going to pass from the get-go. From your perspective, because that play was so big, what was going through your mind at the time, and how did you execute it the way you did?
Well, Bailey called the play, and I saw that they left Madison one-on-one, and there's no one I'd rather throw to with that matchup. Madison's pretty hard to cover one-on-one. He's strong, he can jump, and so, I just needed to give him a good ball, a ball that was catchable, that's around him. Didn't want to overthrow him. So, I just dropped back and, threw him, gave him a ball, something he could catch. And, he didn't let me down. He, made the catch and did what I knew he could do.
What did it mean to have that many people in the Dome for you, and what have you heard from students on campus about this team?
Well, it's awesome to see the support. It's weird. Everyone was talking about packing the Dome, and there's a lot of hype. Trying to get everyone excited for the game, and then coming out to the stadium and seeing everyone there, and hearing them was awesome. It's great to have that support, and also that home field advantage. People don't realize how loud it is actually in the Dome, because the sound doesn't go anywhere. It stays in. So even though there's only 9,000, it sounds like a stadium of when we go to Washington with 60, 70,000. So it's loud, and it's a big home field advantage for us.
The same question. What's it mean to have that kind of support and the students talking about you guys?
It's really nice. When I got here as a freshman, we weren't doing too hot as a team, and so you have maybe a few thousand at most in the stadium all at once. And now that everyone's finally starting to see that we're not the team of the past, like, it's kind of nice going to class and having the professors say, "Hey, congrats again on the win," and everyone else kind of like looking and smiling. So it's really nice that we got the school finally, like the students finally coming on board with everything. And it was also kind of nice having to try and hush everybody up when the offense goes out after a big defensive play and everyone's still shouting, but we have to calm them down so that we can actually hear our calls and do our job.
You guys, last week was a big test, and like we had talked about on the air, you guys had never been there before. You'd never been in that situation, and you passed it with flying colors. You got a bigger test this week. How do you keep your composure, guys? How do you keep a level head and take Mike's philosophy? Hey, this is just one game on the road. How do you keep that all in perspective? Either whoever wants to take it.
Well, I think Kramer does a great job of mentally preparing us each week. As soon as the game's over, he just tells us to wipe it, and now it's a new week. We got to go 1-0 this week, and we're not going to try harder than we did last week. We're not going to work harder than we did last week, but it's a new week, and we have to prepare ourselves the same way, and that goes for each and every day. Monday, take Monday one day at a time. Tuesday, Wednesday, don't look ahead. Just focus in the present. Focus on that day. Focus on getting better, and just really preparing yourself for Saturday. So when that big moment comes, you're ready. You didn't miss an opportunity to work hard and get better because you're just so focused about thinking about Saturday. So I think he does. Him and Bailey do a good job of just mentally preparing us for the week, throughout the week, and also for the game.
Chris, your role in getting the ball to the quarterback in a cold weather game like this, how much do you think about that?
As long as it's not wet, that's kind of my biggest concern. If it's cold outside but it's dry, I'll have no problem. It's games like BYU, that was a struggle because your gloves start getting wet and they start getting real slick, and so if those gloves get wet, the ball starts getting really hard to hold and maintain and have a good snap go off. So it was the problem of getting a towel that was dry, drying your hands off every play. And so if we get to Montana and it's 18 degrees out, but no snow, no, it's just cold, I'll be fine.